Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Farr and Swit Wayfinder. This will be a paid promotion video. I did purchase this watch, but I was offered a discount on this watch, and also got a free NATO strap and a T-shirt and some other stuff. So I'll just call it a paid promotion. Farr and Swit is also offering a discount, a Wrong Time Watch discount for this watch, and that code is WTW15 for 15% off. And I also do earn a commission off of those sales or off the use of that discount code. Just so you know, everything out in the open here. So with the discount code, it's $340, and it comes with not this strap, but it will come with the elastic strap here, and this NATO strap, and also this dry bag here. I'll show you this as well. It will come with this 5-liter, it's like a rubber bag, I guess. I never really used one of these, but it's kind of neat. Never seen a watch that came with a dry bag before. So let's get that out of the way here. And might as well look at the box while we're here. It's a simple enough cardboard box, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't need a fancy box. So Farr and Swit cardboard box, and it's just a padded foam leatherette kind of insert in here. So simple and effective enough. So let's throw that off to the side, and let's get into the watch. So as I mentioned, the price on this with the discount code is it's slightly under $340. So we'll call it $340. It has a sweeping quartz movement. I'm trying to think. I have another watch with a sweeping quartz movement, but I think this is the first sweeping quartz movement watch that I've had in my hands. I may notice the interesting dial here. It is a full lume dial, which we'll look at towards the end of the video. Really looking forward to that. I think that's kind of the highlight of this watch. So the movement is a VH31 movement, Seiko movement. You may be wondering about the battery life. The battery will last for 2 years. The sweeping second hand does use up more battery life, but I think it's worth it. It's neat to look at. I believe that's about 4 beats per second. And I'll show it next to my Seiko SKX here. Got to give it a little bit of a shake to bring it back to life. But this will serve as a size comparison. 42 on the SKX, and also 42 on the Wayfinder, but lug to lug is a bit longer. But anyway, I wanted to look at the second hand sweep here. The Seiko SKX is 6 beats per second, and the Wayfinder, I believe, is 4 beats. Actually, I have another watch here. Let's see, what do I have that is? I think this one is 8 beats per second. Let me give it a quick shake here, see if it comes to life. I'm pretty sure this Oris is 8 beats per second. But you can see the smooth sweep of that second hand. So it's a quick comparison there. I'll bring the SKX back out for a moment. Lug to lug on this is about 46. Lug to lug on this is 50.5. And this watch is a little thinner. This watch is 12.5. And this one's about 13.5. So really not that much thinner. Typically, quartz watches are a little bit 2 to 3 millimeters thinner than a mechanical watch. I've worn this mainly on the elastic NATO. I've really not had much experience with this strap, but I come to like this more than a standard NATO. Just wear it a little bit snug, and it fits the wrist quite well. Kind of like the Erica's original strap that I had on that Seiko Urchin that was lent in by Chris. So Feels good on wrist. This watch is assembled by hand in the Midwest, USA, of foreign parts. So I like that. I really appreciate that it has some American-made content. Take a look at the case back here. Then we can look at the watch itself. So, Farr and Swit Wayfinder. The engraving's a little sharp on the back, but I really don't feel it because I'm wearing it on a needle strap. This is a screw down crown. Let me reassemble the needle here. So screw down crown, unidirectional rotating bezel will not rotate in that direction, will only rotate this way. Bezel action is not too bad. It's a little bit loose, but nothing too crazy. It does have knurling here that kind of skips I think it was every 8 positions here. So I would prefer knurling all the way around, but it looks different, so it's kind of neat. There we go. It's more of a field watch, but I guess you could call it a dive style watch since it does have the screw down crown. It is brushed. Entire watch is brushed. Actually, it kind of reminds me of I had a Citizen. I'm going to mess up the model number. Maybe I'll link to that video in the description. The Citizen I'm thinking of. It's a Citizen dive watch that has kind of a similar brush look in the bezel as well. No, maybe I haven't released that video yet. But anyway, I'll link it below just for the heck of it. The hardware matches the brush finish of the case. This keeper here is signed. The buckle is not signed on this elastic strap. However, the buckle is signed on, nope, not on this one, on the black one. The buckle is signed up here. And this buckle style matches this buckle style here. I'm not sure if they're just playing around with different design intents here. That keeper is not signed. And then this one here, the buckle is a little bit different, and that keeper is signed. So these needle straps feel fine enough. I don't have any complaints with these needle straps. So back to the watch. It does have a flat sapphire crystal with AR coating. So really appreciate watches with sapphire crystal. If it's a mineral crystal or hardlex, I'll end up scratching it up, unfortunately. And plexi, yeah, you can polish it back out, but I just prefer sapphire. Water resistant. This is rated to 100 meter water resistance with that screw down crown. So first position doesn't do anything. So perhaps it's a go state. And then the next position is hacking. Not hand winding, obviously, because it's a quartz movement. And then we'll screw that back down. Screws down easily enough. Not that you'll be activating the crown all that much, just twice per year, I guess, wherever you're at, if you observe daylight savings time. The bezel is 120 click, and that is an aluminum bezel insert. So one negative, or maybe a positive, depending on if you like the look of it. Again, I like sapphire with ceramic, just because I'll end up scratching this up. But they'll give you some patina, I guess. So we have BG W9 Lume on the bezel, and this also a full Lume dial. The Lume and the dial is a mix of C3 blue, C3 green, and C3 orange. So let's go over the dimensions, then we'll do the wrist shot, and finally the Lume, which I think we're all looking forward to with this watch. 50.5 lug to lug. They do curve down a little bit, and it's on a NATO strap, so it's a little bit less, I guess. Or what I'm trying to say is there's not a protruding center link or metal bracelet links on this, so it's the 50.5 is what you get. 42 millimeter diameter. Again, it's 12.5 thick and 22 millimeter lug width, so all your 22mm straps will go on here just fine. Does not have drilled lugs, which I do appreciate. Definitely makes strap changes easier. And the crown size on this is 6.5mm. Again, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I greatly appreciate it. Like the video if you've liked it. Leave a comment below. Again, if you want to buy this watch, use the WTW15 code, and you'll get it for about 340 bucks. Let's get this on wrist, and then we'll look at the Lume. So let me know in the comments if you have experienced the sweeping quartz watch before. I really don't have much experience with them. That's one reason why I usually buy mechanical watches. I like seeing the sweeping secondhand. Also, mechanical hand wind watches. I have a thing for those too. I really appreciate them. So here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. I do like the blue strap with the blue bezel. Yeah, 6.5-inch wrist, 52mm wristband. And lug to lug on this is 50.5, so it's pretty close to overhanging my wrist. It might be a little, yeah, it's not too bad because with the rotating bezel, the dial looks smaller, so it doesn't look too large on my wrist, at least in my opinion. But let's zoom out here for a little bit different perspective, and let me know what you think. I do like this elastic strap. I don't know how it'll last over time. I think eventually it'll probably dry out, just like my old gym shorts, and you have to throw them away. But anyway, enough of that. All right, we'll pause the video and we can take a look at the Lume on this. We'll compare it to my SKX as always, and see how it checks out. Well, here it is. Definitely a full Lume dial. I really appreciate the texture of the dial. The looks like a topographical map. Then we have the orange Lume, the blue Lume, and the green Lume, and then the full Lume dial. Definitely would be a fun watch to wear somewhere where there's black lights, or heck, carry a black light in your pocket and charge this thing up wherever you go. And then on the right, I have my SKX 171. I switched it up a little bit from the 009, but same Lume between these two Seikos. So yeah, let's just appreciate the Lume on this Farr and Swit Wayfinder. Definitely one of the, I would say one of the most luminous watches I've had in my collection. I have some other watches with almost as much Lume, but not quite this variation. So it's not as bright as what it looks like on screen, but it's still quite impressive. So as always, thank you for the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.